Okay, Mr. Blank, you're under arrest. Put your hands in the air.
You got the right to talk, but it will be used in the court. The judge is my mother-in-law.
George, those are not his rights. He has the right to remain silent because what he says can and will be used against him in the court of law.
That's just a minor technicality.
Why am I under arrest?
Mr. Blake, you're under arrest because you robbed this company.
No, I didn't just rob this company. You see, I was at a...
All right, Mr. Blank, this is what we found out so far. You used to work at a big insurance company in Pennsylvania. You're a fairly wealthy guy. And you've only had 2 parking tickets in your entire life, but they were issued on the same day.
How does that even happen?
Negligence to comply with parking regulations, I would suspect.
He is a wanted man.
They were parking tickets, George, and he paid them.
So he's a goody two-shoes, whatever.
And yet, he's a suspect of a robbery at his company, a company that he bought just 3 weeks ago.
No, I did not rob anything or steal anything from this company. See, I was at a Christmas party that I was hosting, and I was kidnapped.
So, why would he want to be kidnapped?
I don't think he wanted to be kidnapped. He was hosting a Christmas party.
So the real question is, why would he want to host a Christmas party for people he hardly even knows? Huh.
Well, I'll tell you what, you take this cuff off me, and I'll be more than willing to tell you the truth and what really happened.
You trying to trick me, wise guy, because I'll tase you.
Now, George, if he's not the suspect, he's no danger to us. Okay, Mr. Blank, why don't you start from the beginning and be careful not to leave out any details.
Yeah.
Well, let me start from the beginning here. So, it was 1 week before Christmas and 3.5 weeks since I had purchased a billboard marketing company. See, I'm a busy man, and adding extra work to myself was the last thing that I wanted to do. Man, I wish they'd give me a better desk. This thing's terrible. Golly. I'm supposed to be old or something.
Oh, Mr. Blake! I filed all those reports you requested, and I got Mr. Jennings' paperwork processed.
Thank you, Ashley. Now, these papers need to be distributed to all the employees. They need to be turned in by Friday. The insurance policy changed on November.
Well, no one will be working on Friday. That's Christmas Eve.
Did everyone catch an epidemic? I never gave anybody the day off.
Well, Mr. Jones never made us work on Christmas Eve. And besides, no one will be placing orders that day anyway. That's when we hold our annual Christmas party.
Well, I am not Mr. Jones, and I certainly am not planning a stupid Christmas party.
Well, it would be a good chance for you to meet all the employees and their families. A much better alternative to working.
Ashley, if the rest of the employees around here are as annoying as you, I don't really care to meet any of them.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't aim to be a bother.
Ashley, wait, I probably shouldn't have said some of that. How many people do you think would attend?
Well, we have 10 full-time employees here at the company, and most of them have really large families, so I would prepare for about 30 people.
30 people? That's entirely too many. I would spend a fortune in food.
Well, it's always better to have too much of something than not enough. You could just have the employees RSVP, that way we know how much we could get, and then you wouldn't have to overbuy.
That's entirely too much work. Are you sure we have to have a Christmas party? I mean, we could work Friday and then come back to work on Monday like nothing ever even happened.
Well, you could, sir. But, Mr. Jones, I mean, in the past, employees have always been given several Christmas perks. The party being at the bottom of the list, you could just always...
Okay. Gee whiz, you win. We'll plan a party, but you're going to have to help me.
You just leave it to me. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Oh, really? I'll tell you, I'm really looking forward to this.
Now I'm going to go back to my office, and I'm going to make an appointment with the catering company. Pronto.
I'll have to get rid of the secretary. Yeah.
Hi, welcome to the catering company. May I help you?
Ma'am,
I clearly ordered a yam casserole, and you gave me a sweet potato pie casserole instead. I don't care how many toppings you put on it, it's not the same. I could clearly taste the sweet potatoes instead of the yams.
I'm very sorry for the mix-up, but I can assure you, the difference between a sweet potato and a yam is very discreet.
Well, then my taste buds must be very discreet because I can taste the difference. I took a bite of that garbage you call food, and I about barfed all over the table. I was at a church dinner. How embarrassing.
Oh yeah, that would be completely embarrassing. I would hate for us to inconvenience you by mixing up a few ingredients. Perhaps the Lord will forgive us.
Perhaps he might, but I won't unless I get a refund.
Ma'am, did you eat the sweet potato casserole?
I didn't, but the others did.
Okay, well then are you aware that you're asking me for a refund on food that you've already ate? So what if you didn't like it, your guest did? I think you're trying to rip me off.
Okay, Rebecca, I can finish this one. Just finish up this little room. I am so sorry about that. We will be happy to refund you your money and give you a voucher for a new yam casserole, redeemable at any time. I'm so sorry for the service and the wait, but I can assure you she's going to be dealt with accordingly. Well,
Thank you, ma'am. Terrible service, but great management. Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hello, welcome to the catering company.
Hi, we are here to arrange the catering for Bill and Board Marketing Co's annual Christmas party.
Oh, for Mr. Jones?
Well, Mr. Jones is no longer employed at Bill and Board. I recently became the new owner.
Is everything okay with Mr. Jones?
Oh yes, he is just fine. I just spoke with him last night. He was arranging the cantata for his church choir.
Yes, that sounds like him. Such a faithful Christian man, always getting into the Christmas spirit for the right reasons. We need more people like him in this world.
Yeah, we're kind of in a hurry here, so as you said, you can arrange a menu. Here's your check. Just fill it in with whatever's going to cost to cover the food and whatever else you all bring. And another thing is, it needs to be delivered by 7 sharp on Friday, and it will not be given to the homeless people like Mr. Jones usually did. We're going to divvy it up between the employees. So thank you, and have a great day.
Merry Christmas.
So we met with the catering company, and all the employees were invited. And Ashley insisted on some cheesy decorations. I mean, like Santa Claus sleighs, things like that. But, or stars and angels. I mean, really? I don't really understand, but hey, that was one less thing I had to fool with. I was up to my ears in last-minute preparations. I'm a busy man.
Oh, Mr. Blank, the catering company called. They want to know if you prefer chicken steak or ham quesadillas.
I thought you said they were going to decide the menu.
Well, I guess it's our preference, Mr. Blank. We could just get some of each.
That would be entirely too expensive.
But, you know, you gave her a blank check.
Well, that doesn't mean I want to fill out with the biggest number she can come up with. Just get the cheapest thing you can find, like potted meat or spam.
Okay, I can do that. And also, on the gifts for the children,
Yes.
do you want...
You ever say anything about gifts?
Well, I mean, Mr. Jones always got something for all the children who attended. He also got something for the employees, just as a thank you.
Ashley, I am not
Okay, you're not Mr. Jones. Okay, so no gifts?
No gifts. See, my opinion on Christmas is it's about giving, not receiving. If anything, everybody should buy me a gift for keeping them employed.
Okay, yes, sir. Point taken.
If the parents insist on gifts, then just have them bring something good over or something, whatever they want to do.
Okay, I can do that.
So, the schedule for the work. Do you think maybe we could pull a rotation during this party thing? I mean, we could do like half of us could work, and then the other half could eat. Then we could pull a switch. That way, hey, we can get the party paid for, and we can get one schedule, one project almost finished. We can even get the families involved. We can make it a game.
I think we should just focus on a fun time. And besides, these decorations are definitely too pretty not to enjoy. Alright, we've already worked an hour over. Let's go home and get some rest, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.
But you know, you could always work half a day tomorrow. You know, I wouldn't be too offended.
Well, you know, you may not need a break from us. We need a break from you. See you tomorrow!
I feel like we're trespassing.
Well, I used the key to open the door.
I know, but it's after hours.
Well, it can only be a surprise if no one sees us bring it in.
Where we going, Pa?
Let's take it in the conference room.
We're like in his office. This is so weird. You want to peek? Yeah. Let's peek in the conference room. Oh my goodness. Look at all those decorations. It's so gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
Guys, can we hurry? What if someone catches us?
Ooh, I think Gabby's afraid of the dark.
I am not. I just don't like to get in trouble.
Okay, we can go. We'll have to come back in the morning, though, and practice before the party.
Sounds good.
Oh, this makes me so excited.
I know, I can't wait. I think they're going to love it.
That's not funny.
Oh my. Come on, Peter, let's get your kids out of here before they burn down the building.
My kids? Why are they suddenly my kids?
Because they're suddenly not being good. Certainly not the fruit of my womb.
So it's the piles we need to arrest.
George, have you not been paying attention? They were just sneaking in a surprise for the Christmas party.
Breaking and entering is still a crime.
Not when you use a key.
How do you know that?
Guys, that's not what happened. I really need to get back to my story.
Yes, of course, Mr. Blank. No more interruptions.
You can't promise him that. I only interrupt when I got a suspicion.
That was not a suspicion.
Hey,
You knew the answer before you even stood up.
we really need to move on.
Of course, Mr. Blank. No more interruptions.
Your tie isn't straight. How long have you been dressing yourself?
Well, I thought it was long enough, but evidently I'm still not good at it.
Yep, it shows.
Hey, is there going to be anything interesting at this party, like some video games or a DJ or something?
No, there's not, but I tell you what we'll have. Face-to-face interaction.
I hate that.
Honestly, Rodney, I'm not sure why you even agreed to this party in the first place. These people could be dangerous.
Well, it's not like we really had anything else planned for this evening.
Yeah, but they can be dangerous.
Beth, we live in West Virginia. 98% of the people around here are harmless.
And I bet the 2% that are dangerous are company.
So do we have to pretend like we like these people, or can we just sit there and stare at the wall pretending we're doing something more interesting, like tying pop cans to the legs of a grizzly bear?
Blakey, I really don't like your attitude. But honestly, Rodney, I really don't know why you agreed to this. I don't want to meet new people and pretend to be cordial.
Or friendly.
Well,
Interested in their sorry lives.
well, tonight, I'll tell you what, you are. And Blake, I give you $100 to be on best behavior.
Done.
What about me? What do I get?
Sweetheart, you already have access to my 401k, retirement savings plan, checking account, savings account. I mean, what else do you really need?
Well, I guess you're right. So let the games begin.
Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas Eve, that is. And don't you all just love this weather? You know, hot chocolate. We should have got some hot chocolate.
Take a breath, Ashley. Just take a breath. Where's the food? This should have been here by now.
Well, catering company called. Seems they double booked. They don't get off what I can get here.
Are you serious, Rodney? A Christmas party without any food? That's great.
Beth, it'll be alright. It'll be here, or I will not pay.
Well, you know, you did give her a blank check.
You gave her a blank check. Really?
I admit it's not one of my best decisions I ever made.
Well, there is no need to worry. One is a very very reliable person. She will come through.
Oh my goodness, look how festive it is in here. Wow.
Let me tell you.
It's good to see you guys.
I'm Beth, Rodney's wife. It's so nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you all.
I'm June, I'm Charlie's wife, and you know what, I've been asking him how he likes to do over. You know, men are, they don't talk about things like that.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. You know it's snowing outside? I mean, right outside the window, snowing. But it's not in here. Do you find that strange? I like the snow. I mean, there was a time whenever I really didn't like snow too well, but I kind of appreciate it now. Snow. Snow. Such a strange word. I'm her grandpa.
Yes. I always stay a week before Christmas. I always go to my grandma's and grandpa's a week before Christmas. I always come to this Christmas party. It's always awesome. Although there are games and stuff. A lot more food. Oh well.
Little Pete.
Little Pete, tell me a little about you.
Yeah, well, I'm the only son and the oldest child, I might add. And my dad's name's Peter. So I'm Little Pete. What's your name?
I'm Blake Blank, Mr. Blank's son.
Did you just say Blake? Blake?
No, Gabby. He said blank blank.
Actually, I said Blake Blank.
Well, to me, you're blank blank.
It's actually Blake Blank.
Oh, blank blank.
Just ignore him. You want to know the real reason that he's called Little Petey? Because when we were younger, he had a bike accident and they measured the size of his brain.
Mr. Blank. Hi, I'm Peter Powell. This is my wife Monica. And those are our children, Little Petey and Gabriella.
And I am Sir Robert Duncan first. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Robert, and this is my wife Maria.
Thanks so much for inviting us. I thought it was going to be hard to get here because of all the snow, but driving with purpose is so much easier than driving for fun. We couldn't get here in a Jiffy Disney ride.
Yeah. It's that truck I drive. You just can't beat a dog.
I know how to beat a dodge with a stick.
Well, I'm Beth Blank, and I would just like to welcome you all to our Christmas party this year. It's so special to have you all.
Woo-wee, is it cold out there? Seriously, forget the snow. I need the beach. Pregnancy and snow boots do not make the sun. Oh, could you go ahead and take the jacket off of Action, please? And I forgot his play bag in the car. Can you go get it? Oh, baby. You go sit over with these nice little kids while Mommy takes her jacket off.
Hello, Gwendolyn. It's good to see you again. It's been a while.
It certainly has. Between all of the cleaning and keeping up with Ashton, I don't get out much. So you must be the new owner of Billable Marketing Company. When Dawson said you were stuck up, I'll admit, I expected you to look rich, but you blew my expectations right out of the water. Oh well. Nice to meet you. It's Gwendolyn Gregory, Dawson's wife.
Well, now that Miss Gregory has finished being a disturbance, why don't you just go over there and have a seat? I would like to reiterate how special it is and how happy we are to have all of you here with us this evening.
It's really a pleasure. We're looking forward to seeing you come with you.
I thought there was supposed to be food at this shindig. Grego Peter's got it.
Just calm down, please. The food will be here soon. It seems the catering company has double booked over this week.
It's okay. Rookies make mistakes, Mr. Blank. No one's going to judge.
Dude, let's get hostile here. Let's go.
Thank you.
Okay, I know Mrs. Gregory can be very outspoken, but that was bad for even her.
Yeah, dude, she let your mom have it.
It didn't bother me. My mom was pretty rude to her, too.
Hey, little Petey, remember that Christmas party like 2 years ago when Mrs. Jones told Mrs. Gregory she needed to mind her tongue, then read her a scripture about it?
Yeah, Miss Jones is pretty strict about what people say.
Who's Miss Jones?
She was the old manager's wife. Yeah, a kind Christian woman. She was nice, but not afraid to correct people for stepping out of line.
Her and Mr. Jennings go to our church.
You guys go to church?
Yeah, do you?
No. And honestly, I don't get the whole church thing. Like, why would you sign up to go sit in a hard pew for 2 hours while some man gives you a lecture on how he thinks you should live your life?
There's a lot more to it than that.
Yeah, we go to church because we thank God and thank Him for sending His Son down for us, and so we can learn to live our lives according to the Bible.
You guys believe in the Bible?
You don't?
Well, I guess I never really thought about it before. I think I've been to church one time in my life, and the only thing I remember is that I had to sit still and be quiet.
You mean you've never been to Christmas for Easter, church for Christmas, or anything?
No. And what does church have to do with Christmas?
You've never read the Christmas story?
I
Or
guess.
even heard the Christmas story before?
I don't think so.
Well, the world was set up that for every sin against the Word of God, a man had to present a blood sacrifice. In the Old Testament, they had to sacrifice lambs, oxen, and other animals.
But Jesus, who is God's only Son, He came to the earth as a baby, then lived to the age of 33 to present Himself as a holy sacrifice for all of mankind.
Christmas celebrates the birth of Jesus, and that He sent His Son down from heaven, born of Mary, to give us all a sacrifice.
It was the most precious gift that mankind was ever given.
I always thought Christmas was just about Santa Claus and nice gifts. I've got a pretty sweet Christmas list for this year.
Yeah, sadly, people have made it out to be about presents and Santa. People like you have never even heard the true story of Jesus, and people have just forgotten the great things that He's done.
I mean, don't get me wrong, our parents buy us presents too, but we take the time first to thank God for what He did for us, and being able to, when we die, go to heaven for everybody to be saved.
Hey, little Petey, remember that Christmas party like, I don't know, 3 years ago when we went and toured the marketing room and saw all the big billboards? We should do that again.
Oh yeah, I go with you guys. We should go again. That was really fun.
Yeah, it was.
Have you ever seen this place before?
No.
Well, blank, it's time for you to go on the World Treatment Tour.
World Treatment Tour?
Let's go, I just need something cool to say.
So, you guys have moved 5 times in the last 6 months?
Yes, and may I say it has been exhausting, but the house is getting better and better.
I can't imagine moving our family that much, especially the kids.
Yeah, speaking of your kids, you know what? They have become fine young adults.
Well, thanks. They can be challenging at times, but his children are.
My Ashton is the perfect child. He's quiet and listens to everything. We're going to have to scoot down. That's my seat.
At least he doesn't hurt me anymore. I was thinking a little different.
Well, I can't wait until we have kids.
Well, it's true.
But with work and school, we're just trying to get a little bit more settled or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's a really wise decision on your part.
Amen.
Having kids can really be a challenge if you're not ready. But I think it's really worth it in the long run.
Yeah, and we have only been married for a year, so there's still plenty of time.
So, Mr. Blank, business seems to be doing well since you took over.
Yes it has. However, the books and billing were a little bit of a mess, but, well, as well as the whole company pretty much, but with a little know-how and perseverance, it's come together quite nicely.
Well, the books may have been a little bit of a mess, but you did acquire a good group of employees here.
Well, because I work here, of course.
And me.
Dawson, dear, don't speak so loud. It's quiet.
But seriously, we do have a good team here. It makes coming to work enjoyable.
Charlie makes coming to work enjoyable.
Who, me? Inconceivable.
Not the Princess Bride references again.
It lasted a whole week last time. What are y'all talking about?
Charlie likes using movie references.
Inconceivable.
Example A. Sometimes it's funny.
Sometimes it's not.
Right.
I can see right now I'm going to start monitoring the working a little more closely.
So, does anyone have any exciting Christmas plans this year?
Oh, yes, we do, yeah. All the families want to get together and just have a good time, and I just can't wait to see all the grandkids together.
It's our second Christmas together, and we're going to my mother's this year. My family wanted us to come to their house this year, but it's just not convenient. I mean, with keeping up with Ashton and everything, and with his Christmas presents, it'll take him forever to open them all. What about you, Monica?
Well, we spent yesterday with his parents and today with mine. So tomorrow we're going to just let the kids, be home for Christmas. And then tomorrow night we're going to go to our Christmas cantata at church.
You're going to spend Christmas in church?
Yeah, that's our plan.
I couldn't dream of doing that before Ashton. I mean, we'll probably go for the Sunday Christmas service, but giving up the actual holiday for church, that's crazy. Yeah, I've really never understood the whole church Christmas thing either. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's something my mother works about too. It's important to go to church on Christmas. We don't live that far away. You can ride with us. Oh! There's someone at the door.
Who could be at the door on Christmas Eve?
I'll bet the bad guy's coming now.
George, why would you even say that?
Hey, we've heard enough about these clowns to know there's no way they can kidnap anybody.
Hang in there, George. Hang in there. I promise I'll get to my point.
Please hurry, the suspense is killing me.
I know, just hang in there.
Come on, ring those bells, light the Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born for you and me. Come on, ring those bells, everybody say, Jesus, we remember it's your birthday. Come on, ring those bells, light the Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born for you and me. Come on, ring those bells, everybody say, Jesus, we remember it's your birthday. Merry Christmas.
What a lovely treat. Thank you guys for coming and singing for us.
Mr. White? Sheila Thomas, the director of the child care home at the end of the street. Every year our kids go caroling, and we were out caroling, and I saw all the cars out, and it reminded me how much Mr. Jones always loved to hear kids caroling, so we stopped by.
Well, Mr. Jones is
We
not.
are very excited that you stopped by, and the songs were great. And who do you have with you this year?
Well, I have Miss Jessica, Kaylee, Desi, and Dayla.
Well, they're singing great. Maybe we can hear another song?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I like all of these for this one. This one was just Joy to the World.
Joy to the
matter if I wasn't Mr. Jennings. I mean, I was being selfish and inconsiderate, and I almost sent these poor kids back out the door.
Trying to ignore it.
And I was
Trying to ignore it.
no, and I had done everything I could not to lose money or waste my time. But watching these homeless children sing, it dawned on me. I mean, Sheila had given up her Christmas to try to bring joy and happiness to these children. But there was more to life than what I realized. More than my job, and more than money. But I just haven't figured out what it was yet.
Every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sings, and heaven and nature sings, and heaven and nature sing. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
It really did sound good, and I haven't sang that since I was a little girl.
Me either, and we should do more stuff like this with Ashton. I'm not even sure if he knew that song or not.
You want to? Right over there.
Little Katie and I would like to give remarks too, if that's okay. Yeah, mine too.
That's fine with me, but you guys do not have to do that.
Nonsense. We want to.
Oh, Lucy, Mama's so proud of you. That was so sweet. Let me give it. Well, girls, it's time to go. We thank all of you all for allowing us to be here to carol. So let's on Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna ring those bells like the Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born to you and me. Come on, ring those bells, everybody say. Jesus, remember it's your birthday. Come on, ring those bells, light the Christmas tree. Jesus is the King. That was so precious. I am so proud of you today for giving away your gifts. And just my little precious baby boy.
Well, I'm not so sure how I feel about Blake. That was a $400 present that he just handed to
So,
someone.
you guys attend church on Christmas every year, right?
Yeah, our pastor always holds a special service on Christmas. And then, of course, we go to the regular Christmas service on Sunday as well.
Hey, Dad, do you think we could go to church on Sunday? I'd like to go.
Blake, you've never asked to go to church before.
Well, I've never really understood it before.
I don't understand it now.
Well, we've actually prepared a special gift our family has for each of you. If you guys could just stand up and come right over here, we'd like to present it for you. Christmas is more than about decorating trees and spoiling each other with gifts. Christmas is about when Jesus came to this earth to die for our sins as a baby.
By sending Jesus, God made a way for us to be forgiven of the sins that separated us from Him, so that we can go to heaven to be with Him one day in a perfect place designed for God's children.
Go inside a stable, Mary cradled her new baby's head. The reason for the season then began, a gift of joy, a gift of peace, a gift of a king coming to save the world in me. Not worth his love, still he gave all he had unconditionally. To thank him is what Christmas means to me. Three wise men traveled to see the prophesied king. They brought gifts of great value to celebrate the new baby. But no earthly possessions could compare to what Jesus supplied. On Calvary, He granted us new life, a gift of joy, a gift of peace, the gift of a king coming to save the world in me. Not worth his love, still he gave all he had unconditionally. To thank him is what Christmas means to me. For the precious gift God gave, there is no way that I could repay him. The least that I can do is take time to thank him. A gift of joy, a gift of joy, a gift of peace, a gift of peace, the gift of a king coming to save the world in me. Not worth his love, still he gave all he had unconditionally. To thank him is what Christmas means to me.
Wow, that was an absolute beautiful song. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you.
I sure wish everyone would celebrate Christmas the old-fashioned way, like Mr. Jones did.
Me too. Once people place their trust in God, they understand all that He is, but sometimes getting them to that point is hard.
Well, this sure has been quite an evening, hasn't it? First, no food besides some disgusting little finger foods due to an irresponsible catering company. My child just threw away $400 without even thinking about it, and now I'm being invited to church. Honestly, I'm about done. Rodney, where did he go?
I don't know. Maria's gone too.
And Gwendolyn.
I bet Bigfoot took it.
For once, would you just be serious?
I am being serious. I seen Bigfoot just the other day on TV.
It's TV, Charlie. It's supposed to look real.
It's reality TV.
Maybe they went to the shop to look for something. I'll help look.
Yeah, let's go.
Mr. Blank.
What do you guys got? Blank.
Gwendolyn, Maria.
Mr. Blank.
There's still not any answer. People! People! Did anyone find him? That's it. I'm calling the police. Yes, I would like to report a robbery at Billboard Marketing Company.
I don't think this is a robbery.
Yeah, the suspect's name is Rodney Blank.
I don't think suspect is the right. You're working.
Yeah, just hurry.
Oh, well.
How long have we been in here? About 7 minutes, I think. That's not long enough.
Gwendolyn, I have tried to be more patient with you, but what is going on?
Well, Mr. Blank, I'm a pregnant woman. My hormones are off the charts, and I don't like people who cross me, Mr. Blank. Today, that person is you. Now, this evening has been quite moving, and that song was almost too good to miss, but it's for a purpose.
All right, well, I have had enough of this. I can tell you that right now.
Whoa!
What are you going to do with that thing?
Oh my gosh, that made me jump! It's neat, isn't it? I've never actually used it. That doesn't mean I can start. Let me see it. All right, Mr. Blake. We have to meet.
What? I mean, y'all crazy. Jeez.
Man, that really works. I need one of those for robbing. Anyway, well, as you know, Mr. Jones used to be very nice to his employees at Christmas time. One of those perks was a Christmas bonus, and guess what? You forgot to give my husband a Christmas bonus. I have one child, and I'm pregnant with another one, and we have bills to pay and diapers to buy, and we need that Christmas bonus.
Well, I tell you what, if you put that thing away, I pay cash, credit, I mean, wait, what, credit card, I'll give you anything. Just put it away, please. I'll give you your bonus. Well, Miss Gregory, see, it really hasn't been, it really wasn't the potato that did the trick for you. You know, this evening's had me thinking. You know, I haven't been a very agreeable person. You know, I've been stingy and pretty much unconcerned with anybody but myself. You know, when your child gave up his gift tonight as a 5-year-old, you know, that touched me. And then my own son gave up his gift as well. You know, that touched me in my heart. And then Peter and Monica, that song they sang, and how they sang about how God gave His Son to this earth as a free gift. You know, then it made me realize this is not who I want to be anymore. You know, I'm going to change. And tonight, starting tonight, I'm going to go ahead and give you all a Christmas bonus. And hopefully next year we can have a better Christmas party, and I assure you there will be Christmas bonuses.
Well, I mean, you really don't have to give it to us. I guess I've been selfish too.
No, it's okay. Just please, do not make a habit of this. You know, my wife's probably going nuts right now.
I don't think Dawson cares much, but... Found him. Oh, Rodney, where have you been? I have been worried sick.
Well, Gwendolyn, and Marie and I had to look around the supply closet. You know, we just had to make sure everything was up to par.
And that had to be done tonight?
Apparently. Peter, Monica, that was a great song that you and your family had prepared for us. You know, it's really got me thinking a lot. You know, I haven't been the most agreeable person here lately, and you know, I've been here a month, and I don't even hardly know any of y'all's names. You know, I haven't treated you all with respect, and you know, I truly am. I'm sorry. So tonight, we're going to give each and every one of y'all a little bonus here. Let me get them all written down on my pen.
Mr. Blaine, you don't have to do that. Just hearing you say that means more to me than a check.
Here, go ahead. It's okay. You know, that's my fault. You know, I shouldn't have done that.
You know, I agree with what Peter said, but I will take the money.
Honestly, Rodney, this evening has just been way too much for me. I have about half it.
Okay, Mr. Blank, you're under arrest. Please put your hands in the air.
Do we really have to go through this again, guys? I mean, really?
Of course not. I was just checking to see if you was paying attention, that's all.
So you didn't rob the company after all.
No, I didn't. And, you know, I don't really want anybody to get in trouble for what's happened tonight. You know, this has been one of the best Christmas parties I've ever attended. You know, I learned something tonight, the truth. And I cannot wait to get in church and learn more.
You know, Mr. Blank, normally I'd be upset getting called out for no apparent reason, but you know, I think the Lord knew more about what I needed tonight than I did. See, me and Georgette, we've been working real hard, pushing to get to the top of our career. You know, years ago we used to go to church on a regular basis, but we got hurt by the congregation, and I've put off going back ever since then.
Yeah, but George, I mean, I realize that's not right. God doesn't deserve us ignoring the blessings that He gives.
No, and that's going to change. Wow, what a night this has turned out to be.
Yeah, one to remember.
Well, you know what they always say, fellas. You learn the truth, and it shall set you free.